Transgender teens are taking center stage today at the state legislature, from healthcare to sports. At a dramatic committee hearing this morning, Republican lawmakers approved a ban on gender-affirming medical care for transgender minors. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie was at that meeting. Laura, what happened?
Michelle, Republican leaders only allowed one speaker per side at that meeting, and that left a lot of people who showed up today feeling like their voices were not heard.
Shame on you, Nurse Donna. You didn't let us speak and you didn't listen to me. This is just like 819. You put your name on this, you better read it and you better stand by it.
Transgender people and their advocates walked out of the committee today as House lawmakers approved a ban on all gender-affirming medical care for transgender teens at public hospitals or healthcare facilities. That includes puberty blockers, hormone treatment, and surgical gender reassignment. Representative Tim Reeder is a doctor. He said he has compassion for the difficulties that trans youth face, but said state dollars should not be spent on transitioning.
I know of no definitive evidence that these interventions, and I don't like to call them treatments, these interventions are beneficial in the long term, and certainly not for children.
Oh, there are plenty of studies. There's plenty of evidence-based studies. You can look at the literature. You can look at the evidence-based guidelines. You can just look up WPATH, which is the actual guidelines that provide appropriate evidence-based gender-affirming care.
Vicki Fowler is also a doctor. She's a family doctor who cares for LGBTQ patients, and she also has a transgender daughter, Grace, who transitioned 8 years ago. She says gender-affirming care helped her daughter overcome her depression and find happiness. Later today, the Senate will vote on a bill that would ban transgender girls from girls' sports teams in high school and college. And tomorrow, a Senate committee will hear a different ban on surgical treatment for transgender teens in any hospital in the state. The American Medical Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics are both opposed to any medical bans. Michelle?
All right, Laura Leslie live for us this noon. Thanks, Laura.